in the end, the damage wasn't near as bad as it could have been. Sure, half the barn burned down, but no one was hurt, and that's the important thing. No one except the turkey, but it was dead anyways. Let that just serve as a reminder to everyone that oil and water don't mix. If you're going to deep fry your bird, defrost it first, unless you want a turkey casting fireball at your face. Well, that's all the news from this side of town. Everything else went off pretty much without a hitch. Stacy's Thanksgiving Day float parade was awesome. The Charlie Brown one was my favorite, obviously. We stan Schultz in this house. Little fun fact for you, our very own Deputy Stevenson helped with that one. Lucy's little psychiatrist stand was her handiwork. How about that? The rest of the floats were really very well done. I was impressed. The scene, the depiction of the ritual killing of the turkey as the yearly ceremony through which to awaken Mariah Carey from her slumber, that was certainly something. A+ for creativity. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. Goodness. Not much else to mention. The results of the pie competition were no surprise to anyone. The ice rink in the park will be opening next week. And yeah, I think that's about it. Have a good night, everyone. Did I fake you out? This is what you've been waiting for, isn't it? To everyone who might still be listening, please don't be alarmed. I just have a special message for you-know-who. The you-know-who knows who they are. You know. I really should think of a name for you at this point, since you're bound and determined to be my rival. But maybe that's what you want. Is that what this is? Do you just need attention? That's the only reason I can think of why someone would consistently sabotage the showing of perfection-made film at every single turn. I've tried addressing it, I've tried ignoring it, but still, you persist. What did Brendan Fraser ever do to you? And you replace it with those vampire movies. Yes, I could watch it on my phone. At home, on the TV, sure. But The Mummy, 1999, is a masterpiece meant to be appreciated on the big screen with friends and a blanket and hot apple cider and chocolate-covered pumpkin pie on a stick, and you robbed me of that. You know what that makes you? Fine. I'll do it. I'll play your game. I'll be Captain Ahab. I'll be Sherlock Holmes. I'll be whoever you are when you play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I have been, in fact, for a while now. Looking for you, not playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. Great game, though. I have the feeling I'm getting close. And let me tell you, when I find you, I don't know. I actually hate confrontation. I cried when professors would talk to me in college. So I'll probably just send you a passive-aggressive email saying something like, hey, could you please let the mummy play every once in a while? Just not Twilight every time, please. Our town's gonna get a reputation, and we don't need that. We had enough conspiracy theories going around in the 80s about the lab up the mountain, you know. We've done our time. We hit our quota. Just, please? Anyway, that's enough of that. All bits aside, I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I'm going to be ending the broadcast a little early tonight because it was a very good dinner and I am a little bit sleepier than usual. But that's not an excuse to sleepy drive. You hear me? Truckers and travelers? The Metalhead station is still 24/7 screaming, and Tia's Diner still puts enough go in their go juice to make your get up and leave without you before you even know what happened. Still not a sponsor, but would be greatly appreciated. You can't see my face, but I'm cheesing really hard. Who am I kidding? There was one more thing I wanted to say before wrapping tonight up. Thanksgiving. A holiday that, ironically, I find myself taking for granted sometimes. And I know I'm not the only one. So, however you spent your day today, whether that be with family, friends, hopefully both. I know as well as anyone how crazy family dinners can get. I would just like to remind myself, and you, of the purpose of this holiday. Started by a group of travelers who had just survived a long, harrowing journey, sitting down to celebrate survival with new friends and thank the one who brought them through it all. I mean, who are we other than travelers on the longest, most dangerous journey we'll ever take? Look around at the people in your life, at the stage of life you currently find yourself in, at the opportunities you have, and just say a prayer of thanks. First Chronicles says, give thanks to God. And a personal favorite of mine, Paul, says in Philippians, important context, this was after getting beat up and thrown in jail, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. It's active, not passive. He had to learn that. You have to choose to be thankful for things, to recognize that the world does not owe you anything, and that everything you do have is a blessing. Which is why I love the tradition of making a list or going around the table and pointing out things you're glad for. It makes me stop and recognize all of the little things. And it's really something I want to make a habit of. Honestly, I know I'd be happier in the long run if I focused on and made the most of what I do have in front of me right now. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. You could probably make some pretty funny videos glowing under the sidewalk and watching people try to pick them up. It's classic. You hear that? This is it. This is the changing of the tide, the big shift, the point of no return. At the stroke of 12, it will officially, rightfully begin. Prepare yourselves. There is no stopping it now. There we go. We can listen to Christmas music now. Yes, I'm ignoring all you heathens that listened to it before Thanksgiving. All is now right with the world. With that, I'm tired. If you're driving, stay awake, and if you're not, go to bed. That leftover pie will taste just as good for breakfast. This has been Second Watch Radio with me, your host and local night owl, Gail. Happy Thanksgiving and good night.